So you're finally seeing the person behind the videos other than Jordan, huh? I haven't been on camera before. I don't know. I just didn't think it was necessary, but I'm building a personal brand here, so I should be on camera more, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's go ahead and discuss this. It's been a week since I've last uploaded. I'm gonna be on a tighter upload schedule from now on, but that doesn't mean that I can't come out with a good video that can teach you guys something and provide you guys with a lot of value, right? Now, today, essentially, we're talking about a booking framework, and this is what took our business from $3,000, 3.2, 3.3, 3.5 thousand dollars a month to like 5 to 10K a week. And this isn't very hard. This is something that you can do. This is something that anybody can do if you put enough time and effort into it, right? Essentially, what you're going to have to do before you do anything else is separate yourself from the 99%, right? You need to separate yourself from the 99.9%. You need to be the 0.1%. How do you do this? Now, essentially, what 99.9% of people are doing is using free groups and cold leads, right? You don't want that. But you can, it depends on your methodation and how good you are at, converting a cold lead, but it's not necessarily recommended. It's not something that, you can easily do with a lot of skill. You should definitely go ahead and try this out in the beginning if you're just starting out and you want some experience and you want to, learn how to interact with people. This is something that I would suggest in the beginning just to start out. But once you've gotten the hang of it, or you have yourself a growth specialist or an appointment setter within that role that can provide you with a lot of value, then you go ahead and switch to this methodation that I'm going to go ahead and describe to you guys today, right? So now let's go ahead and start talking about this, right? You need to be the 0.1%. How do we do this? You need to gain access to a large paid audience that can serve with their offer, that you can serve with their offer. Now, essentially, what this means is there's a lot of coaches, there's a lot of agencies, there's a lot of crash courses that cost you anywhere between 50 to 1.5 thousand or $2,000, whatever it is, right? The thing is, essentially, as soon as you get access to these groups, you already know the people within that group have buying power. These people are people that are going to go ahead and, pay you for your services. That's number one. And number two, you already know, number one, you already know these people have buying power. Number two, you already know that they have a pain or they have a problem that you can provide the solution to. So why not, right? Now that you've gained access to this large paid audience, right, you need to find a way to grab their attention. Now, the best way to do this is go ahead and use a growth specialist or an appointment setter or a VA. Now, essentially what it is VAs handle more of the scripted tasks, right? Like if you were to go ahead and hire a VA, they're more than likely going to follow a script. They're not actually going to use their brain. They don't necessarily know what to do. They just have like the gist of it. And off of that, they're just following a script and reaching out to different people. What I will much rather suggest is you have a growth specialist. When we train a lot of those, we can implement them into your business and it's going to help out massively, essentially 3 to 4 to 5 times what you're already getting. And, or you could train yourself, right? You could get good in this yourself as well. Doesn't matter, right? Sorry, just had to light up my cigarette. Now that you've found a way to go ahead and grab their attention, or your growth specialist has, or your appointment setter has, whatever you want to go ahead and call it, you need to find a way to turn that traffic into the audience. You need to find a way to turn that attention that that traffic has into, audience. You need to turn them into a lukewarm lead. How do we do this? Essentially, what I'm doing right now, provide value with your content, right? Like, for example, I'm making this video right now. I know for a fact the information that I'm talking about or the information that I'm providing you guys with is going to massively help you guys out. You're going to be able to implement what I'm saying right now and actually get some results. And that is the only reason you would even think about working with me, is because I'm providing you actual value with the words that I say for free. So if I'm giving you value with the words that I say for free, that means what I'm taking money for is a valuable offer. You need to make sure that your offer is crazy. And on top of that, that the content that you're putting out there has some actual value. You don't want to run a bullshit business here. You want to have value for what you do, right? Put your money where your mouth is, essentially, right? Now, build trust and nurture people. Essentially, how are you going to go ahead and do this, right? Number one, of course, it's the content, right? You're providing value with your words. That's number one. But your audience or the traffic that you're bringing in, not or the traffic that you're bringing in, your appointment setters, your growth specialists, whatever you want to go ahead and call it, or you yourself, you're going ahead and grabbing that attention and converting these people into your audience. How are you doing this? You're building relationships with them. You're going ahead and asking them about their pain. You're going ahead and asking them about their problems, sending them content to go ahead and fix whatever problem that they have. If you have a video or content out there that provides a solution for the problem that they're currently facing, right? Now, after you've gone ahead and nurtured these people, after you've gone ahead and built these relationships, gone through this entire step-by-step process that we have up until now, you turn this person into a warm prospect. Essentially, you've nurtured the lead enough to the point where they know that you're providing value. They know what you're talking about has some value to it. You convert that person into a warm prospect. And from there on out, you go ahead and turn that into a sale, right? Increase your price and improve your mechanism. Turn this into a 10K week, right? You need to turn this into 10K weeks and you need to close these sales. Now, let's quickly go over this entire thing and summarize what we've talked about so far, right? You need to separate yourself from the 99.9%. You need to be the 0.1%. And how do you go ahead and do this? You gain access to a large paid audience that you can serve with your offer. Essentially, there's a lot of, crash courses out there, a lot of coaches that are going ahead and offering courses or whatever, or a group or a DM or a Telegram, whatever you want to go ahead and, there's a lot of it out there, essentially, right? You gain access to it, right? And then you find a way to grab the attention, right? Why do you have to go ahead and do this? I've already explained this in the beginning, but I'm going to go ahead and explain like one more time, right? Essentially what it is that when you get into a paid audience, when you go ahead and get into a crash course, a course, or anything you want to, whatever the group is, and it's paid, you already know that these people that are within the group have buying power. That's number one. And number two, you already know that they have a problem that you can provide a solution for. So why not, right? You're already separating yourself. You know these people have buying power. You have to go ahead and do this, right? If you're a little bit experienced, you have some appointment setters, you have to go ahead and do this, right? Now you need to find a way to go ahead and grab their attention. Everybody has their own methodation. I've already described the message framework in the videos before this. There's a Facebook one, there's an Instagram one. But you can go ahead and essentially use that same message framework because there's literally nothing different. You have to apply it over and over again. It's very simple, right? You have to go ahead and convert this traffic into an audience. How do you go ahead and do that? Build relationships using your appointment setters, your growth specialists, whatever you want to go ahead and call it, right? Essentially, you have to build relationships with the people. That's how you grab their attention. That's how you go ahead and turn these people into lukewarm leads, somebody that's actually thinking about working with you or buying from you, right? Content is very important. Building relationships with your, the people or the plausible clients requires content. It requires case studies. It requires VSLs. It requires actual value that you're providing without charging anything for. And they know when they know that you're providing them value for free, they know that you're doing something valuable. And make sure you're providing something valuable. Don't run a bullshit business over here. We're not running a scam. We're running a proper business over here, right? Build trust and nurture people through content, through building relationships. Turn that person into a plausible client, or turn them into a warm prospect, whatever you want to go ahead and call it, right? Then after we've gone through this entire step-by-step process, we go ahead and convert that person into a sale. Whenever they're ready to buy, they need to think of you first because you're the one who is personally talking to them, providing them value, fixing their problems, doing all of that, right? And then you can go ahead and close 10K weeks. It's not that hard. All you have to do is get the shit down. All right, so that's about it. Just repeat this process constantly. These are all trialed and tested. This is, something that I've actually done, seen a lot of benefit in it, value in it, and now I'm going ahead and giving it to you so you can actually go ahead and see some value in the words that I'm saying. And not only that, you can actually go ahead and see what this can do for your business, right? Take you anywhere from whatever you're making now to way above. You could be doing way better. And this isn't something that you just have to see on Instagram. You don't have to see people balling out. You could be doing it too, right? Everybody can make money. It's only about how much you use your brain, right? Now, let's go ahead and talk about this one more thing before we go ahead and wrap this up. How do we go ahead and turn a lukewarm lead or a plausible prospect into a loyal customer, right? Or, sorry, my bad. or a prospect into a loyal customer. I messed up my words. Why did I say plausible prospect? I should have said plausible client, right? Now, message them. Of course, your growth specialist is going to be doing this, or you're going to be doing this, or you can reach out to me. I can implement a growth specialist. You get me? So shameless plug in there. Send them VSOs, provide them value using content, right? Provide them with case studies and build relationships with them. Essentially solve their problems, talk to them, see what pain points they're facing, know that you can go ahead and provide a solution for it, and essentially educate them with your offer, right? Doing all of this is going to, in turn, let me just make it a little bit more dramatic and show it to you, is going to turn your lukewarm lead into a loyal customer, right? That's actually going to give you so much benefit, so much value. You have no idea. Now, that's basically it. That's the video. It was pretty short. And yeah, go ahead and try this out. Let me know in the comment section below how much value this has provided you. And yeah, that's about it. Have a nice day. Take care of yourself and keep working hard.